One of the things that was interesting to us was that we knew of Roald Dahl, we knew of his other books, but we didn't know about the BFG. So we immediately went and got a copy of it, and then when we read it, we realized that it was right in the sweet spot of Roald Dahl's works, and the kind of story that's iconic but also fun, and is a fantasy story in a different world, the different kinds of worlds that Roald Dahl sets up and takes you to, which is why they're so universal. And it was the kind of story that Kathy and I like to tell. There's a certain style of writing that Roald Dahl has to his stories where they're not just happy-go-lucky fantasies. There's a little bit of a dark side and a lot of humor to them, but he also, walks on the edge where they're a little bit scary and they're a little dark. And I think that's what attracts people to them. For example, in this story, we have an orphan, and we have giants that eat young children. Those are not exactly the kind of subjects that you would normally have in a children's book. But he writes them so wonderfully that that's what attracts people to his stories. One of the things we really like about the story is that at first you think, oh, the BFG is taking her and he's kidnapping her and taking her out to this place and what's going to happen. So it's a little bit scary at first, but then you realize he's the big friendly giant. So he's nice and he's sweet, and he and Sophie develop this relationship that's really wonderful, where they're sort of helping each other along the way and learning from each other. And then we discover, though, that the BFG has 9 much larger brothers. He's the runt of the family, and the brothers are very mean, and they bully him, and they come in, and he has to hide Sophie from harm, and then Sophie actually helps him stand up to his brothers, and so they both learn things about each other and learn things about life and grow into this incredible friendship. Mark becomes the BFG every day on the set, and because he is such a wonderful actor, he brings the character to life even in the motion capture world. So we have a real character. So when Sophie is acting with the BFG, it's like the BFG is real, and they have eye contact, they're communicating, and they're in the same space. So it is like we're shooting a real movie with a giant and a little 10-year-old girl. I think what I get excited about every day is coming to the set and seeing what Steven's going to do. He's so creative, and he's working in this new world that he's just discovering, and he's having fun, and he's having a great time, and we're telling this story that really resonates for me. And it's an adventure of this little girl and this giant, and how they get to know each other, and how they solve their own sort of inner problems and become friends. And he's the big friendly giant, and I like to see that evolving every day with how Steven is creating each scene. And Steven's his enthusiasm and his passion is catching to everybody. And I think when you see him get excited every day, we all get excited every day.